What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Edison Club. I'm your host, Mike, and today I'm bringing you the top 8 deck list from this past weekend's North Carolina April Fool's Tournament, which was also the North Carolina Invitational. We're going to go over all top 8 deck lists, discuss them. But before we get started, as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really just motivates me to keep going, getting better at the game, as well as content creation. Also, while you're here, head on down to this video's description and follow the links I have posted to the other Edison format content creators. Odds are, if you like what I make, you'll like what they make as well. Now, let's go ahead and jump straight into this thing, starting off with 8th place Adam Ureg, and he played Bayou Turbo. Now, Bayou Turbo, for the most part, is pretty much solved. You know, sometimes you see slight differences, like sometimes people play charge, sometimes people play more hamsters. But considering this was an invitational event, everyone knew who was going to be there, and for the most part had a pretty good idea of what decks they were going to be playing. This was one of the rare tournaments where you could actually kind of metagame and really build your main deck and your side deck catered toward this actual event. So we have 3 Sirocco and 3 Bayou, 1 Gale, 1 Trooper, 1 Gores. We have a main deck Cyber Dragon. I do feel like if you start off the game by going like lose the die roll, go second, special Cyber Tribute for Caius, now it's like you went first. Pretty crazy. So we have the Cyber Dragon. We have a main deck Kaiku. I feel personally kind of attacked. I feel like this was in here for me, but it's also just good against the rest of the field anyway. Double Caius, double Armageddon Knight, 2 Greffers, Dad, double Raikou, 1 Lila, Gardna, Sorcerer, and Plague Spreader rounds off the monster cards. And we have Charge, MST, Heavy, Brain, Burial, Rhoda, and Allure. Going into traps, it's Mirror Force, 2 Bottomless, 2 Deep Prison, 1 main deck DDV, 1 Return, 1 Torrential, 1 Trap Dust Shoot, and 1 Solemn Judgment, making this 41 cards. Now, side deck, 3 Dust Tornado, double Oppression, 1 Mind Control, 1 Book, 1 Smashing, 1 Cold Wave, 1 System Down, as there were a lot of Machina players, double Fossil Dyna, the second Cyber Dragon. We have the Super Neville Mega Hamster in the side deck. Very interesting. I wonder why he chose to side deck this. Then we also have 1 DD Crow. We're not going to go over the extra deck. You can see here, it's pretty much the same across the board for all Bayou decks. Congratulations, Adam. Now, 7th place, we have Daniel, who played Black Wings. Once again, another deck. It's basically solved. A very standard list. We have 2 Bayous. Sometimes people just play 1. I do not see a Gores in this main deck. That's catching on. A lot of people are starting to play Gores. Spells and traps all look pretty standard for the most part. Going into the side deck, we have a side deck Guard Trooper. This has been a real hot topic of discussion lately. A lot of people have been talking about side decking Trooper and Black Wings. And I kind of think it's the same argument as Raikou. It just gets over things. It kills Consecrated. So this is one of the most annoying cards in the entire format as well. So I can definitely get behind this guy. 2 Cyber Dragons, 2 Crows, 2 Dynas, 1 Mind Control, 2 DDVs, 2 Dust Tornado, 2 Rugs, and 1 Oppression. Congratulations and good job, Daniel. Now, 6th place, Andrew playing Hero Beat. Probably the spiciest deck in all of top 8. So let's go ahead and go over this. We have Stratos, 3 Alias, Ocean, Prisma. I do like how Prisma sending Ocean turns on Miracle Fusion, which is really nice because you can reveal Terra Firma. So that's pretty cool. We have Exiled Force, which is a searchable out to set monsters and just big things that Hero Beat can struggle to get over. It did seem like this card put in a lot of work for him over the weekend. Gemini Lancer. We have 2 Honest, Card Trooper, and double Cyber Dragon. Spells, we have 2 Upstarts, Triple E Emergency Call, 1 Rhoda, 1 Warrior Returning Alive. Now this is going to be able to recycle your Stratos, your Alias, your Prisma, and your Exiled Force, which is pretty crazy. 3 Gemini Spark, 3 Miracle Fusion, 1 Future Fusion, 1 Heavy, 1 MST. Traps is 1 Solemn, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential, double Bottomless, triple Compulse, and triple Deep Prison. Side deck, we have triple Super Polymerization. So angry, so angry. Double System Down, double Knock, 1 Trunade, 2 Dust Tornadoes, triple Crow. We have Grand Mole and a second Exiled Force. Congratulations and good work, Andrew. 5th place, we have Chase Simpson, who topped YCS Atlanta way back in the day. Now we have a perfect Gladiator Beast list. Now this is some spicy. I really like this list. We have 1 Gores, 1 Stratos, 2 Laquari, 2 Prisma, 1 Darius. Now, not exactly sure if Chase has historically only played 1 Darius. I think he was on the 2 train. We do see people cutting down Darius to 1 copy per deck. I'm not exactly sure why that is. Maybe because you don't really ever want to like attack with this guy. Like you just want to combo him like with these like combination of cards here. So maybe that's why like you can just get by with one. 2 Equest, 1 Sam Knight, 1 Bestiary, 1 Rediari in the main deck, 1 Murmillo, 3 Test Tiger, 1 Secutor, and 1 Rescue Cat. Then we have triple Book, Heavy, 1 main deck Smashing, 1 Rhoda, and 1 Shrink. Traps, we have triple Trap Stun, double Compulse, double Deprison, double Bottomless, Solemn Judgment, Call the Haunted, Mirror Force, double War Chariot, 1 Torrential, and 1 Trap Dust Shoot. Going in the side, double Cyber Dragon, we have the second Rediari, 1 Crow, 2 copies of Super Poly, 1 Smashing, 1 System Down, 1 Brain Control for the Mirror Match, which I'm sure he expected to play against quite a few, 1 Cold Wave, double Trap Hole, 1 Compulse, 1 Starlight Road, and then 1 Royal Oppression. Congratulations and good job, Chase. 4th place, we have Justin Lucky Baker. And this one is also spicy. So we have Machina control here. 2 Caius, 1 Trooper, double Cyber Dragon in the main for all the mirror matches. Double Crow in the main deck. This is so angry. He got me with this in game 1 when we played. 1 Gores, 1 Lila, triple Machina Force, triple Machina Fortress, triple Machina Gear Frame, triple Raikou, 1 Hamster. And we have double Book, Brain Control, Charge, Heavy, MST, and triple Avarice. For traps, we have 2 Bottomless, triple Compulse, double Deprison, not MST, we have Mirror Force, Torrential, and Trap Dust Shoot. Side deck, we have 2 Fossil Dinos, 2 Kaikus, 1 Volcanic Queen. Can you say being prepared for Gladiator Beast Heraclinos? Then we have Lightning Vortex and Mind Control. 2 copies of Dust Tornado, 1 copy of Mask of Restrict, 1 copy of Needle Sealing, 2 copies of Royal Oppression, 1 Solemn Judgment, and then the 3rd Dust Tornado over here by itself. So I am glad that Justin found a deck that he enjoys. He kind of bounced around from like Frogs to Blackwings, different things. He's been on Machina for a while, so really glad to see him playing this and doing well with it. Congratulations and good job to you, Justin. So now, once this finishes loading, we're going to go on over to 3rd place, which was Thomas. Thomas topped Ultimate Time Wizard Raleigh about a year ago playing Machina, and he's the Machina Force himself. He's really doing a good job with this deck. Triple copies of Gear Frame, triple copies of Fortress, 3 Force, 1 Cyber Dragon in the main, 2 Caius, triple Raikou, double Hamster. We have the 1 Jane, which was basically him playing this because he knew there were going to be a lot of Gladiator Beast players there, and being able to like charge into Jane is really good. We also have 1 Lila. So instead of doing the double Lila, he just did 1 and 1, which I think that's completely fine. We have 1 Card Trooper, 1 Gores, 1 main deck Kaiku, which he did hit me with in our game 1. 1 Book, 1 Charge, 1 Heavy, 1 MST, triple copies of Avarice, 1 Brain Control. Then for traps, we have 2 Bottomless, 2 Compulse, 2 Deprison, Mirror Force, Solemn, Torrential, and Trap Dust Shoot. Traps, we have the 2nd Kaiku, the 2nd Cyber Dragon, 2 copies of Crow, 2 copies of Sirocco, 1 Book, 2 Lightning Vortex, 1 Mind Control, 2 Dust Tornadoes, 1 7 Tools of the Bandit, and 2 Royal Oppression. Good job, Thomas. 2nd place, we have Zach Pfeiffer, aka GYBU, playing Bayou Turbo. Now, this is a very standard list. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You can't go wrong with just good old standard, old reliable Bayou. 2 Armageddon Knights, Gale, triple Sirocco, triple Bayou, 1 Caius only, 1 Card Trooper, 1 Dad, 2 Dark Greffers, 1 Gores, 1 Gardna, 1 Plague, triple Raikou, 1 Hamster, 1 Sorcerer, and 1 Lila. For spells, we have 1 Allure, 1 Brain, 1 Burial, 1 Heavy, 1 MST, 1 Rhoda, and 1 Charge. Traps, double Bottomless, 2 Deprison, 1 Oppression, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Return, 1 Torrential, 1 Dust Shoot, and 2 DDV in the main. Going to the side, we have double Dyna, double Cyber Dragon, double DD Crow. We have a Kaiku, Mind Control, Lightning Vortex, Cold Wave, triple copies of Dust Tornado. A lot of decks playing triple copies of Dust Tornado. 1 Solemn and 1 Royal Oppression. Good job and congratulations to you, Zach. Then in 1st place, we have, well, myself. And you've already seen my deck profile, but we'll go over it here and I'll just say some things that I did mention in the profile. I did go back to playing just regular old standard Lightsworn, and basically the reasoning for this is just, while it is more underpowered than Twilight or Christiasworn, the deck just has a lot of consistency. It basically does the same thing every single game. Your bombs are a little more limited because you only have 2 JD, but I also kind of count Celestia as a bomb as well. And since all of these work in tangent with Beckoning Light, I really didn't notice like a decrease in power from the other variants. It actually felt stronger just because I was just playing very consistently. So for the list, we have double Arcus, which was MVP, 1 Trooper, triple Celestia, 2 Cyber Dragons. Now, some people have asked me, did I just play this because of the high number of Machina players? And the truth is that I've been main decking Cyber Dragon in Pure for a while. I did bring up in my initial deck profile that one of the problems I face, not only with Pure, but with every Lightsworn variant, is if my opponent does the most simple play in Bayou, which is normal summon Dark Grepher, pitch a Bayou piece, send the other one, and either set Bottomless or set Deep Prison. If you can't clear that Grepher, the game is over. You cannot win, at least in my experience. If you summon Jane and they Bottomless, if you summon Jane and they Deep Prison, if you cannot get over that field, that Grepher is going to kill you, because if all they have to do is have another Bayou piece in their hand, then all of a sudden you're taking like 6,300 damage, and that's without them having another normal summon. So if they have another Grepher, they can just 8,000 kill you that turn. So Cyber Dragon just helps going second. It works with Honest. Obviously, you can contact away machine monsters like Card Trooper and Cataster. Just a very solid card in Lightsworn, and I'm completely sold on just main decking this card like for all eternity now. 1 Aaron, 1 Garoth, 2 Honest, 2 Janes, 2 JD, 1 Lumina, 2 Lila, 1 Gardna, 1 Plague, 1 Raikou, because I personally just think this card sucks now. In my testing for YCS Orlando, I resolved 1 Raikou effect to destroy a card on their turn 1 time in 14 matches. 1 time. I flipped it more than that to like pop on my turn or to just mill, but it was easily the worst card in my deck every time that I was testing. I never wanted it. There's just not another good Lightsworn to play, or I actually would just side deck 1 for decks that can make like Vanity's Fiend and Cataster and not even main deck this card anymore. But we don't have that. The only other one is like Shire, which doesn't really, like, Raikou is better than Shire, because Shire is basically just a vanilla. But I just wish we had like literally even like the worst Lightsworn that exists in modern format that just mills 3 on the end phase. Like, I wish we had that, because even in this Invitational, I set a Raikou 1 time, and I think it got popped with Dad. So like I never even resolved a Raikou in 8 rounds. So yeah, easily the worst card in my deck. I hate this card so much. I wish I hadn't have side decked the second one. We'll get into that later. 3 Wolves, 1 Book. I really wanted double Book in the deck list somewhere. Couldn't find room for one on the side. Moving forward, I would just take this Raikou out and just side this Book and probably drop to 40. We have Brain Control. A lot of people are on the fence about Brain Control and Lightsworn. I think it's very, very good, especially we have the added Cyber Dragon, so we have extra conversions to be able to get rid of stuff. And you mill a lot, so normally you do have some form of access to Plague Spreader. So I really liked this a lot. Charge, Cold Wave, Foolish, Heavy, and then MST. Kind of collectively as a community, the Lightsworn players went away from main decking Space Typhoon. And I feel like so many games I just lose to Bottomless that I just want ways to like soften up fields going second. I don't want my deck to just be so primarily focused on winning the dice roll that I have no chance when I go second. So I just started main decking this card, and it's fun. 3 Solar Recharge, 3 Beckoning, Mirror Force, and Double Threatening Roar rounds off the main deck. Side deck, we have 2 Consecrated Light, 1 Gores, really like Gores for going second, double Kaikus, which I did side against Bayou but never drew them, and then we have the second Raikou, which I did put in there because I knew there was going to be someone there playing Hero Beat, but after I saw he was playing Noteman of Crossouts as well as like Exiled Force, multiple Exiled Force, ways to recycle Exiled Force, I didn't even side this in against him. I would 100% take this out. We have the second Book, Trunade. We have Mind Control. We have a card that I've wanted to side deck in Lightsworn for so long, but I've always just overthought this card. And basically, like, I just put this in here for GBs and just trap decks whenever I go second. And I actually really liked this card a lot. I found myself siding it every time I went second. I was always worried that I would hit like a Skill Drain or an Oppression, which I wouldn't side this against a deck that plays Skill Drain, but I would side it against Bayou. And I'm just like, you know, if it hits Oppression, at least I know that I can freely like normal summon and attack. And then maybe that Oppression can also lock them out of like their Plague Spreader and Dark Arm plays and stuff like that as well. So it's not the worst, but it goes back to that conundrum of like having to find some way to deal with Grepher when you go second. We have 2 Royal Decree and 2 Royal Oppression. The extra deck is pretty different from like the other decks, but like the highlights are the double Chimera tech. I play the Ancient Fairy because of Plague Spreader, and this guy, Flameveil Uruquazas, which is my, or maybe it's Uruquazius, I don't know. I always say Uruquazas, but this is my favorite Synchro in Edison format. This guy has won me more games than literally any of these cards ever have. It won me my match when I played against Thomas because he was at 4,000 with a known Gores in hand because he compulsed his own Gores. So I was able to Flameveil over a defense position Lila, get in for 19, which left him at 21, which was just enough for Wolf to go for game. Goyo, Android, and then we have Gotems in the extra deck, which I I play this card if I play Brain Control, even if the field isn't predominantly Machina, just because that matchup can be kind of scary. Just a good way to take Fortress and just get rid of it immediately. So I always play this guy if I play Brain Control. So yeah, that's about all I have to say about all of these. Congratulations to all top 8 duelists from this event. It was a really great event. I'm really honored to be able to take this home, especially considering it's going to be my last big event for a long time. My son's being born here in just a couple of days. He may even be born by the time this video goes live. But yeah, it was a very poetic way to take an extended break from the format. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you all for watching. This is Mike from the Edison Club signing out. Until the next one.